Okay, so now I'm trying to answer the questions number 2. The questions talking about process of making hypothesis and how to test whether hypothesis is accepted or not. So first of all, what is the definition of hypothesis? So basically hypothesis is the expectation by the researcher about the result of the research that they are going to conduct. And there are two kinds of hypothesis which we can clarify into two things. The first one we call it as Null Hypothesis or HO, and the second one is the Alternative Hypothesis, or we can say it as HA. So the way how to test about the hypothesis, whether it is accepted or not, the first step, for example here, we make an hypothesis starting with null hypothesis first. So my hypothesis is, for example, we are using, for example, what is that? Maybe, we use thematic materials will not increase students' speaking skill. So basically on null hypothesis we use negative sentence, because here the way how to test the hypothesis is by rejecting the null hypothesis. So what is the alternative hypothesis? We can say that thematic materials will increase students' speaking skill. So here is the alternative one. So the second one, after we already made the null hypothesis and the hypothesis, is we are making this one. So we are making the limitation. So the way how to make the limitation, or we can use like this sign. This is the sign of making the limitation. I don't know if it is clear or not, but it's like this one. So here we make like the limitation. For example, it depends on how the researcher make it. Basically we use like this point 0.05. If the result is higher than this one, which means that the null hypothesis is rejected. So we use the alternative hypothesis. If the result below this one, this number, it means that the null hypothesis is accepted. So this is the way how to test about the hypothesis. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.